I do welcome you to Bible Times. I'm Willard Pless, and we want to look at what the Bible teaches us about the end time days and what's going on. So let's talk a little bit about the wars that we're in. When we look around us and see what's going on, we know that Jesus taught in Matthew 24 that there'd be wars and rumors of wars. He said there'd be nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. So we see this going on today in the time that we live in right now. We know that Israel and Iran and America and Russia and Ukraine and these wars that are taking place, and we know it's a blood war with guns and missiles and weapons, but there's a trade war too. And also there's a war of words. And we're in these wars right now. We're not only in the physical battle of war, but we're in the war of words that's going on. And we can see that what's going on in this world. This is where we are right now. We know that we're in the end time days, just before Jesus will return. And that's what's going on here, and things are just going to get worse as we go on. We're now almost into July here in 2025. And as we move along, it's going to get worse. It's not going to get better. It's going to get more complicated, and this world's just going to be in a chaotic mess. We learned that the financial world is going to collapse, and we know that the end time man's going to get turned off by Israel, and people that's with him is going to flood Jerusalem just like they did Capitol Hill. And we know this is coming. This is near. As we look at this, we realize that we're in the last 24 hours of Jesus in this world, and this is when he was taken to crucified on the sixth day that he went through this. And we're in the sixth millennial now. And the Bible teaches that what Jesus went through, what he felt, that Israel's going to feel. And you know what Israel feels, the world feels. I know they're talking about peace right now, and Paul talked about that in Thessalonians chapter 5, 1 Thessalonians chapter 5. He said they'll be talking about peace, but sudden destruction will come. So we're here. As we look at this thing today, as we look at Jesus' 24 hours. See, they come and got him at nighttime, sunset, and they tried him through the night. And when we follow the 24 hours here, along with the 12 months, you can break this down and look at it. We're here in June, and the time that we're in right now of Jesus' day there, that we're at midnight. See, they took Jesus and they took him to the high priest and the Sanhedrin council, that they took Jesus and then they took him to Pilate. But Pilate learned he is from Galilee, so he sent him to King Herod. But King Herod, see, he just mocked Jesus and sent him back to Pilate. See, and this is about midnight when King Herod sent him back to Pilate, and he came to Pilate. See, just like after midnight, then at 3 o'clock, around 3 o'clock in the morning time, as we know it, that Pilate gave him to the multitude to take him and crucify. So at daybreak is when they took him to the cross. But right now, if you figure it out here and figure the time frame here and look at it, we're now at midnight here in June. We're at the midnight time. And so it goes on here. And you can figure out the months. And when we come to September, see, Jesus is going to be, that's when they're going to come and take him. At the 12th hour. See, we're at the 5th and 6th hour now. And so we're going to move on here. And when it comes to the 12th hour, that's when they are going to take him to crucify. And you get to the 15th hour, and that's when they put him on the cross. And when you get to the 15th hour, that'll be November. When you get to the 15th hour. And when you get to the 18th and 19th hour, that's midday. That's when it turned dark for 3 hours. And see, it's going to turn dark in this world. This world's going to be at a chaotic situation by the time we get to November and December and January. We're learning by the time we come to January that this is when they're going to flood Jerusalem. That in November that they're going to cut President Trump off. And then they will gather and flood Jerusalem like they did Capitol Hill. And we're seeing this. This is what we're in right now. We're not only in a gun battle in this world with bombs and missiles and things like that, we're in a trade war. That's what's happening, and the terrorists and the trade war and the nations coming in to be a part of the American thing that has become Babylon. See, Revelation 17 and 18 talks about the falling apart, the financial system crashing, and that people that are caught up in that are going to stand back and watch things fall apart and weep and howl and cry because they're not able to trade anymore, because many of them have been made rich. Get into chapter 17 and 18 of Revelation and see, we're coming to this time, and this is going to be a chaotic time. And when all this comes to the head, as we look at Revelation chapter 19, this is when Jesus comes. And he comes riding the white horse. He returns like Benjamin. We learned about Jacob and about his 24 years and then the year to Benjamin's birth. And see, this is talking about Jesus coming this time. And he will come as a warrior. And he will fight the battle of Armageddon. And we're getting close here. When we come to September, we know things are going to begin to fall apart, and all this is going to start coming to the head, and it's going to become chaotic in this world, and the gathering for the Battle of Armageddon, and the marriage supper of the Lamb is going to take place in here. The resurrection is going to take place. The marriage supper of the Lamb is going to take place in heaven. And then after the marriage supper of the Lamb, that's when Jesus comes to this earth, riding a white horse to fight the battle of Armageddon and take all this down, and take the beast and the false prophet and cast them into the lake of fire, and the people that have got caught up in this thing and following the beast and being a part, and that they're going to be taken and put in the winepress of the wrath of God. And see, you don't want to be a part of that. I'm trying my best to get people to come out of that. It's time to come out. If you're in there, it's time to come out. And you need to start talking to Jesus and tell him you want to come out. And repent and start walking with him. Talk to him. He's right there, and he'll hear you. And I'm trying to get people to come out of there and walk with Jesus and be a part of what he's doing in this world. That's what I'm trying to get people to do. And people are walking away. This bothers me. And I pray that people will wake up and see what's going on. And will talk to Jesus and let him in their heart and walk with him and fellowship with him. That's what we're trying to do. And we're just trying to be a help in this world and trying to get people to let Jesus in their heart and walk with him and be able to see and understand and be a part of what Jesus is doing, what the Father's doing in these times. Because these times are coming and we're here. And so we want you to come to Jesus and fellowship with Him and walk with Him and let Him in your heart and understand what's going on. And I hope you do that. And God bless you, and you have a great day.